Job 32. So these three men refused to answer Job further because he was righteous in his own eyes. Then Elihu, son of Barachel, the Buzzite of the family of Ram, became very angry. He was angry with Job for justifying himself rather than God. With Job's three friends, he was also angry because they could not find an answer and so declared Job guilty. Now, Elihu had waited before speaking to Job because the others were older than he was. But when Elihu saw that the three men had no further reply, he became very angry. So Elihu, son of Barachel, the Buzzite, spoke. I am young, but you are elderly. That is why I was fearful and afraid to explain to you what I know. I said to myself, age should speak, and length of years should make wisdom known. But it is a spirit and people, the breath of the Almighty, that makes them understand. It is not the aged who are wise, nor old men who understand what is right. Therefore, I say, listen to me. Even I, will explain what I know. Look, I waited for you to speak. I listened closely to your wise thoughts while you were searching for words. Now I was paying you close attention. Yet there was no one proving Job wrong. Not one of you was answering his statements. So do not say we have found wisdom. God will refute him, not man. Job has not directed his words to me, and so I will not reply to him with your argument. They are dismayed and cannot answer any more. They have nothing left to say, and I have waited. But because they do not speak, because they stand there and answer no more, I too will answer my part. I too will explain what I know. For I am full of words, and the spirit within me constrains me. Inside I am like wine that has no outlet, like new wineskins ready to burst. I will speak so that I may find relief. I will open my lips so that I may answer. I will not show partiality to any person, nor will I confer a title on anyone. For I do not know how to give honorary titles. If if I did, my Creator would quickly do away with me. So Job is done. His three friends have not been able to make any arguments last with them. Whatever they say, Job has refuted. He has proved that their thoughts are incorrect. So they just stay silent now, which Elihu shows up now. We didn't know he was there, but somewhere along the way, Elihu has shown up. Because it says he is righteous in his own eyes, which is an interesting way of phrasing this. The Syriac and the Sumerac's have in their eyes. This is adapted by some commentators, but it does not fit the argument. Yeah, it doesn't mean that they see Job as righteous. That's why they've silenced. They see Job as self-righteous, righteous in his own eyes. So they're just like, we can't say anything against that. So Elihu is very angry. And then he's angry because they won't answer. And then he's angry because Job is justifying himself rather than God. And then Job's three friends, he's angry at them because they can't find a way to answer Job, and so declared Job guilty. So they can't get an answer and find him and prove that he's guilty. Elihu wants proof of guilt. It's not the kind of person I want to hang around with. Now, Elihu had waited to speak to Job because the others were older, so he's at least doing an honorable thing by letting the older people speak and then being able to talk now when it's his turn. Since they're silent, he is going to do and speak finally. And since they won't speak any further, he's angry. So he's waiting his turn, but he's angry because his turn has come, because they won't say anything more. So Elihu spoke. I am young, but you are elderly. So that is why I was fearful and afraid to explain to you what I know. So he's like, you're old, I was young, I was waiting my turn, but I have stuff I know. Not I think, I've heard, I know. I said to myself, age should speak, and length of years should make wisdom known. So I said to myself, oh, I won't have to say what I know. Clearly you guys will be able to tell Job and put Job in his place. Clearly you will. But it is a spirit in people, the breath of the Almighty, that makes them understand. But you couldn't make Job understand, but we're going to give it a try. We're going to give it a go. We're going to be able to do this. It is not the aged who are wise, nor old men who understand what is right. Therefore I say, listen to me. Even I will explain what I know. Look, I waited for you to speak. I listened closely to your wise thoughts while you were searching for words. So he is dissing them. You're searching for the right word to say, and I knew it, and you couldn't find it, and I still waited for my turn because I know what to say. So, again, I will explain what I know. None of you smart old men have any wisdom. I, young whippersnapper, have all the wisdom. I have gotten it all to myself. Ha ha ha. Now I was paying you close attention, yet there was no one proving Job wrong. None of you was answering his statements. You weren't proving Job wrong. You didn't even address what Job said. You're over here making your own arguments. You weren't addressing the problem. So I did not say we have found wisdom. So don't say we have found wisdom. You weren't even in the argument with Job. So clearly we need to do something different. God will refute him, not man. Job has not directed his words to me, and so I will not reply to him with your argument. So he didn't direct them at me. I'm not going to use your arguments. Your arguments are bad. They are dismayed and cannot answer anymore. And they have left nothing. They have nothing left to say. Your arguments are bad. They were over there. You were directing at Job. Job was directing at yours. You weren't answering Job. I'm not even going to touch what you had to say. I'm going to go in a totally different direction because your arguments, they were bad. They made no sense. They were doing nothing. No wonder you couldn't refute Job. You had no wisdom, old man. And I have waited. But because they do not speak, because they stand there and answer no more, I too will answer my part. I too will explain what I know. So you're done speaking. It's my turn. And the spirit within me constrains me. For I am full of words. I have so many things to say, but my spirit's held me back. And now I'm going to unleash. Inside, I am like wine that has no outlet. Like new wineskins ready to burst. Like, I've been waiting. When is it my turn? I know how to fix this. I know how to answer Job. I know how to put him in his place because he done messed up, Aaron. You're wrong, Job. You did something. I know you did something, and I'm going to let you have it with both barrels. I will speak so that I may find relief. I will open my lips so that I may answer. Any of you ever have this feeling or encounter someone that man, they just can't wait to tell you everything you did wrong? Like they have sheer joy and they don't stop. They just spew it out. They just keep on going. They just go senselessly on and on and on. And then they have everything that they have to say and tell. And this is this guy. This is this guy. I will not show partiality to any person, nor will I confer on anyone, confer a title on anyone. Okay, I'm not going to sugarcoat it for any of you guys, and I'm not going to pay homage to you and tell you did a good job because you did not. For I won't give an honorary title. If I did, my Creator would quickly do away with me. Just me simply saying you did a good job when you didn't. God would strike me dead because I know better. You did an awful job.